Now, the next thing I want to show you is a couple of things which you may wonder, why do I even need to know this? Well, there's always benefit to knowing certain commands, and these will become apparent as we dive more into the terminal on macOS. So, but for now, just kind of like bear with me, okay? So the first thing that I want to show you is what's called the man command. Now, the man command, it's short for manual, right? And which it's supposed to do is show you basically the instructions for using any given command, right? So if I do man and I type in ls, for example, which we talked about the last time, you'll see whenever I hit enter, I can scroll through this and it gives all of the different command switches which go to ls. And you can see there's loads of them. Now, we did not use all of these the last time. I just gave you an idea of some of the things which you can do with ls. But as you can see, that's what our man page consists of for ls. When I'm done reading the manual, I just hit Q to quit out of it and it's gone. All right, so next thing I want to show you is the echo command. Now, echo is pretty straightforward. You just do echo and you say, hello, my name is Lee. All right, and I hit enter and you can see it just does, hello, my name is Lee. Big deal. Who cares, right? Well, again, I'll show you how you can use some of this to manipulate data in the coming days and weeks. All right, so next thing I want to show you is what's called less. All right, so if I just do an ls to start with, you can see I have this einstein.txt file right here. So if I wanted to read this inside the terminal, I could type in less einstein.txt, hit enter, and you can see it's going to allow me to see the whole file. Now, in this case, the file's only one sentence long, but if it filled up the terminal, I could then use my cursor keys to go up and down and see the entire content of that file. Now, bear in mind, this is only really going to work with files which are readable, right? So like pure text files. If I decided I wanted to try and read, let's see, this recent interesting cases doc file, all right? If I tried to do that, so less rec, hit tab and it will auto-complete, hit enter, it says this is actually a binary file, do you want to see it anyway? And why not? All right, let's just hit yes or hit Y for yes, and you can see as I scroll up and down with my cursor that this is a lot of nonsense, right? That's what it means by binary file, not human readable, okay? But hit Q, but I know that maybe out.plist will work, right? So less out.plist, hit enter, and now I can scroll up and down in that one and see what that data consists of. Again, when I'm done, hit Q, and I can come away from that. Now, another thing that I can do is that rather than just read that using that less command, maybe I want to put the entire content of a file out to the terminal all at once, right? And I can do that using what's called the cat command. And cat is short for concatenate, which just basically dumps the content of any file out to the terminal, right? So I do cat einstein.txt, guess what happens? There you go. There is the entire content of that file dumped out. And again, because it's only one sentence, it's not too long. But if I decide to do that same thing again with out.plist, you can now see that it's dumped the whole thing out directly here. And again, I might have a use for that sometime down the road, but Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see for a future edition of this. All right, now a couple more things I just want to hit on here in this particular video. So first thing is that inside this folder, there's a few things in here, but I would like to create a file and also a folder. Okay, so to create a file, I can use the touch command, and I'm going to call this file tempfile.txt. All right, now whenever I do an ls, one of the things which ls does is I can actually type in the file name, and it will actually pull back and show me that yes, that file is in there. Again, if I do -l, it will give me the full long file listing. You can see the file size right here shows as 0. So I've made a file there. But what if I don't want that file there? What if I want to get rid of it? Well, I can do rm for remove. rm tempfile.txt, hit enter, do that ls again, and this time it comes back no file or directory because I've remove is the equivalent of deleting a file. Next, we want to make a directory, mkdir tempdir. All right, so there we go. Again, ls-l tempdir. Oh, well, didn't do a particularly good job there. ls temp, what is going on? You can see it's there, but for some reason the ls command isn't pulling that back in right now. Very interesting. ls-l, that's probably why I typed it wrong. Nope, alright, never mind, but we can still see it's there, right? Because I can cd into it, right? Print working directory, and you can see I'm in the tempdir right here. Now, what if I wanted to now remove this folder? Well, I want to go back up a folder, okay, until I can see it right there inside my documents folder. And I can do mkdir tempdir. Once I've done that, do another listing. You can see it's now disappeared because it's been deleted. Now, here's the thing, is that rmdir will only work on empty folders. If you want to delete something that has a file inside, let me just show you this. mkdir temp folder, cd temp folder, and touch temp file. Okay, so inside temp folder, I now have temp file. If I go back up a directory and I do rmdir temp folder directory not empty. All right, so what if you want to get rid of a folder that has something in already? Well, you can do rm dash uppercase R, which stands for recursive, and then I can hit enter. Oh yeah, that was my problem, is that I didn't specify the folder, temp folder. And now if I do ls, you can see that temp folder now has gone. I can no longer go into it. It doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so that is the second of these primer items that I want to put together. Please come back and see more in the future.